Shabbat Shalom, everyone. How are you? Today's Torah portion is called Bamidbar. Bamidbar means in the wilderness. So I'm outside. I love being outside. Do you love being outside too? I think that being outside is one of the best places to get away from distractions and be able to pray and listen for God's answers. Do you want to know something special about the wilderness? It's where Adonai brought his people when he brought us up out of Egypt. Do you remember the plagues in Exodus? And God brought his people up out of Egypt. They went into Bamidbar, into the wilderness. And that's where Adonai showed us everything we need to know about living in his kingdom. So in our Torah portion today, God shows us something special about living in his kingdom. He shows us, first of all, that we have a place, and then also that we have a job to do. So I want to show you what our Torah portion shows us. So right here we have the tabernacle, and you can see, remember the cloud of the pillar of cloud and pillar of fire? That represents Adonai guiding his people through the wilderness. And there at the center of the community is the tabernacle. And the Levites took care of things. That's where they were, that was their place. And their job was to take care of the tabernacle and transport all the different parts. And every one of the Levites had a special thing that their job was to carry. So they had a place and they had a job to do. Now all the other tribes had places too. So Numbers 2:2 says the Israelites are to camp around the tent of meeting some distance from it, each man under his standard with the banners of his family. So you can see here Naphtali and Asher and Dan, they are to the north. And Judah and Issachar and Zebulun, they are to the east. And Gad and Simon and Reuben, they are to the south. And Ephraim and Manasseh and Benjamin, they are to the west. And in Psalm 20 verse 5, God says, "May we shout for joy over your salvation, and in the name of our God set up our banners." And Exodus 17:5 says, "And Moshe built an altar and called it, 'The Lord is my banner.'" See, in Numbers 2:2, Adonai says each man is to camp under his banner. So the banner was what we followed for our families. And then all the families, all the tribes together were following the pillar of cloud and pillar of fire, which was Adonai. So today, in the kingdom of God, we still do the same thing. We still have our place in the family, and even if we don't have our own biological families, God says he sets the lonely in families. He gives us the families that we need. And so we have a place in his kingdom, we have a place with each other. We are brothers and sisters. I am your sister, and you are my brothers and sisters. We have a place with each other, and we all have jobs to do. So this week's Torah portion tells us about the jobs that the Levites had, what they were supposed to do, covering each part of the tabernacle and transporting it. Each one of them had something that they needed to carry, and it was their job, and nobody else could do their job. Well, the rest of us have jobs that God gives us also, and only we can do it. He gives us what we need to do for the whole body, for the whole kingdom of God. And that job is special for us to be able to do so that everybody can benefit from it. And when everybody is doing their job, and when everybody has their place, then the whole kingdom benefits. And we build the body of Messiah. And ultimately, he is our banner. He is the standard that we follow. And his banner over us is love. Shabbat Shalom.